Good evening, commissioners. My name is Xochitl Flores. I'm the farm manager at Hummingbird Farm, which sits right next to the parking lot, right adjacent to the soccer fields currently at Crocker Amazon. I'm also the former chair of the Urban Forest Council before that was decommissioned. But I'm here today to ask for you all to stand against this project, or at least in the way it's currently proposed. We don't need more synthetic deserts. This place, I was there today, and I know there's concern with the gophers. There was a group of youth filling up those gopher holes. We can provide jobs for youth. They can fill in the holes. We can educate them. We can create the future of what we need. But that space is already is full of life. There's birds, insects, mammals. And specifically with these trees, you know, they're super important for the people's mental health, right? People who use that space, our physical health, but not just for the residents of the Excelsior, but for the entire city. As we're looking at the climate action plan, these trees are helping all citizens all across the city. So it's just super important to acknowledge that. Also, you know, just relating it back to the source material itself, the petroleum that these artificial turfs require, they're the reasons why we're at war. They're the reasons why the whole climate globally is at danger. You know, we should stand in solidarity with the people, the lands and the peoples where these resources are being extracted from, to the people who produce them, to where they end up temporarily, and then their final where they end up at. So just really thinking of us, how do we become responsible citizens of the world, and how we deal with these forever chemicals. Really specific, you know, thinking of the next generation. I'm glad there's a lot of parents in the room. I want to acknowledge all the people who are here taking their time to be here, but also just acknowledging there's more community that can't be here. And so us handful of community members are able to be here. You know, I also want us to acknowledge that there's more people that cannot be here. That park is multi-generational, multicultural, and all those people, whether we're speaking the same language or not, we're still using the same resources, and we're sharing them. And so not just within humans, but with the non-human relatives, right? So I just want to acknowledge that. These microplastics are not going to break down. They're just going to reshift it around the bay, and eventually we will be impacted by them directly. So regardless if you're in Excelsior or not, it's super important to just keep these chemicals out of our communities, out of our ecosystems. Yeah, again, this plan is not just for the residents of the Excelsior, it's for everyone in San Francisco. And more people use that park for non-baseball needs than baseball needs. So I don't want this specific need to overcome the needs of the entire community. Thank you.
Thank you.